Here's a couple of memorials here. Alfred Lacane, Brevet Major in the Bengal Staff Corps, who died of cholera in the Punjab in 1881, I think, on the eve of his returning back to Jersey. So he wasn't killed in battle, but he was a military man, and he died of illness and cholera. Below him is another Lacane, Surgeon Ferdinand Simeon Lacane, who was awarded the VC for his active service under fire in Burma in 1889. You see, I don't know. Don't know what happened to him, whether he died there or whether he survived, I know not. But he's there and he's worthy of a place in the church. Well, this is one of the, to me, more interesting memorials in the St. Helier Town Church. It concerns Thomas Amy. Well, more correctly, it concerns, he was a captain of a privateer, a royalist privateer, and his wife died in childbirth, or she died in premature childbirth. Apparently he was returning to the island and they fired off some guns announcing that they had some prizes. They'd captured some ships off the island. Coming back to the island, she heard the guns and was frightened, and she's buried here, 1647. A very interesting style of memorial. That's his coat of arms. He was a royalist privateer captain. So strange what there is here. So it's about war, but she was an innocent bystander. That's so much as what war's about. She was the innocent bystander. And the child, of course. The child who never breathed at all. Now the light is very poor here, but you can see what it says, I hope. This is about see the text here. The brave but unfortunate Philip de Summeray, son of Matthew de Summeray of the island of Guernsey, by Anne Durrell, his wife, commander of HMS Nottingham, who acquired glory to his country by his death, being slain in the sea fight when the French were defeated on the 14th of October, 1747. There you are. Mostly the monument is about his wife, I think, but that gets a mention. You see, it's deserving of mention here. It's a very huge monument. See, this is the glorious death in war, fighting for your country. Really, I find it all rather strange in a church, a place of peace. Just above these memorials, there's one there to an Andre Gordon, Lieutenant General. Gave a lifetime service in the military. Presumably he survived, he didn't die. I don't know. He died in 1806. But a military man. See, military, male, why are these almost exclusively remembered in a church of peace? Over there, a simple little memorial to Philip Ulis of Jersey. Of course, he was a painter. He died in 1895 or thereabouts. A painter, landscape, portraits, whatever, ships. He painted a lot of ships. And there's his memorial over there. Perfectly peaceful activity. And he's remembered here in this church. Next door to Major Pearson is the remains of Major General Archibald Campbell, late Lieutenant Governor and Commander-in-Chief of this island. He died in 1838. I don't know what military exploits he had, but he's a military person, and he deserved then to be buried in the church. Now above this doorway there's another memorial here to a Major Brevet Lieutenant Colonel Philip Legale, obviously a Jersey name, Jersey boy. And he was killed in South Africa in 1900 in action. You see, so as they would say, he gave his life, but what were the circumstances? It would be interesting to know. Presumably he was making a career in the army, and he paid the ultimate price. But again, he's worthy of a place in this place of worship, a place of peace. But there we are. Now, I don't know if you can read this, but this is a memorial to John Ongatil, who got killed in India in 1842 in hand-to-hand fighting. Now, he was a senior officer in the army. I don't know. Wonder what they were fighting about. Just one word for this guy, Pearson. Of course, he was killed just a few yards from here in 1781. Major Pearson from the north of England. A little skirmish with the French. But whether he's buried under there, I know not. I don't know where he went. But there's a memorial to him in the town church, Pearson. Well, up there, look, it's a memorial to Major Pearson again. I don't know if you can see it. Killed in 1781. Aged just 24. Below that memorial, there's one to Arthur Helier. He was a lieutenant in the Lancashire Fusiliers who got killed in action March 1918 in France. First World War, presumably. And there's the military colours, the flag. To the glory of God. There's a big memorial here. The men connected with this church who gave their lives in the Great War. That's what it says, look, long list. Maybe 20 or so. First World War. And it says, their names are there. Their name liveth for evermore, it says. Okay? They gave their lives. Just to put it in context, the crucifixion. Just opposite Ulysses Memorial, there's one to John le Coupler. He was another painter, native of the island, you see. He died in 1848. A nice, peaceful activity. Obviously, my preference is to have memorials to painters, but you have to view things in their context. Well, just outside the church, in the grass, there's a little stone to Mr. Rollicor. Of course, he was killed here, 1781. Battle of Jersey. He was fighting for the French-American alliance. He died alongside Major Pearson. So he's got a little mention. I think his remains were removed, but I'm not sure. I don't know if this is prophecy or whether it's just history, but 1657, presumably the year, the Civil War was still going on, I think. Cromwell's in power. But there's my name, look, MD. They've got a place for me. Right next door to the church, St Helier Town Church. A memorial for MD. I wonder what it means. There it is.